To another episode of Save My Soul. Okay, so today what we're going to do is I've got this basic HTML file. I'm going to open that quickly. And what it asks us to do is for each button when clicked, change the background color of the page. Okay, so I've got these buttons in place. We're going to go ahead and add the JavaScript to affect this action. So as you can see, we just have the buttons in place. I've set one for each color that we want to change to, and I've just labeled it here so we know what color we need to have. Make sure that your script is attached to your index.html. You always attach it just above the closing body tag, and you link it to the file. Make sure they're in the same folder. Okay, so what we're gonna do basically, we want the color of the background of the website to change when a user clicks on any given button. So we've got red, green, yellow, and blue. So we'll go into the script, and to start this off, what we need to understand what we're asking the computer to do, right? So if we put it in simple terms, a user clicks on the button and we want it to perform an action. The best way to do this would definitely be through a function. So what we would do is invoke or call the function upon a click. So we already know that we're going to use an onClick. We can also use ID tags, but in this scenario, I found it much easier to use onClick function. So what we're going to do is first we're going to declare the functions. So we're going to do function, and we'll start with the red. So this is going to make the background color change to red when this function is activated. So we'll do function red. We're calling this function red. And then we'll do document.body.style.background color. And then we want it to equal red. And we always put this in quotation marks. All right. So we've just declared that this function called red, its action is to change the document's background color to red. Okay. We'll continue with the rest of them. So we see that we have green, yellow, and blue. So let's just get that out of the way quick. Function green, same story. Document.body.style.background color. There we go. And this one's going to equal green. So we're telling it that we want the background to be green when this green function is called. So we could name this as X, Y, Z, X or Y or Z, whatever you like. But just to keep this all sort of, to make sense of it, I'm calling it by the color that we want it to be portraying. Okay, function. And then we've got the next one is yellow. And we're doing document.body.style.background color, and this one's going to equal yellow. And the next one is going to be a function, and the last color was blue. So there we've declared the function. We wanted to change the document, which is the HTML, body, which is everything within the body. It's a style, and we're doing background color equal that to blue, always in quotation marks. Okay, so we've got that done. All the script is in place, so your JavaScript functions are in place and in order. You can see there's no faults anywhere. Now what we're going to do is we want to call the function. So we need to use something to call this function that we've named red, green, yellow, and blue. They're all separate, so we'll go back to the index. We have our button. So what we can do after the ID, just to let you know, the ID is in place for the style sheet, so you can disregard that. What we'll do is we will create an onClick, and we will call our red function, and that's it. That's pretty much it. So now if we save this document, and we open her up. Just a second, bear with me. Alright, so we've opened it up. Now if we click on red, the background turns to red. But the others are still not functioning. Oh, I see there's a little typo there. So what happened was the onClick, what it does is it calls the function. So if we name this onClick as X, for example, we would have to declare this function named X. So if we save this and we go back to our HTML and we call the red, you can see that it still works. So basically all this is doing is calling the function and activating the function when clicked on. So we can just leave this back to red and we'll just do the same for all. OnClick equals, this one was green, and you always want to put them in quotation marks. This is a standard procedure. Yellow. Alright, OnClick. This one was yellow. There we go. And then finally, we've got blue OnClick, and we're calling the blue function. There we go. Save that. We'll just change the name of our red function back to red. And we save the document. We can go back to the HTML. Let's just remove that 3 that we have there on the screen. Where are you? It's above the buttons. Oh, there we go. We can remove that and we go back to our HTML. Now if we press on any button, you can see that the background of the site changes color. There we go. Thank you guys.